11 to 2 p.m. That's Soulful Casino, located in Havelock, where every bite you take fills the soul.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey Nebraska! Register today for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to CornhuskerStateGames.com. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel with Gatorade, brought to you by Pepsi Cola of Lincoln, a proud partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Power Combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds? Never fear, lawn lovers. Weedman is here. We'll rescue your lawn and restore its beautiful emerald green glory. The results of our expertly applied program are sure to impress the toughest of critics, your neighbors. Take that, Dale. Vanquish weeds and transform your lawn this year with Weedman Lawn Care. Get 50% off your first application. Go to weedman.com today. Terms and conditions apply. Go to weedman.com today.
It's officially one of the greatest weeks of the year on the sports calendar, Masters Week. Book your tee time today with friends, family, or coworkers at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Doors open at 10 a.m. from Thursday to Sunday, and they'll have food directly from Augusta National, like pimento cheese sandwiches, Georgia pecan caramel popcorn, and lots more. Plus specialty drinks to get you in the mood for the greatest golf tournament in the world. Book a bay today at doubleeagle.golf.
Welcome into The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weekends. This is Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, come Sunday mornings, we got Derek Pearson as well. And we got the audio checked out. DP, maybe try another headset there and see if that's the problem. But nonetheless, we do got Haas Breezy as well. We are not on the airwaves, at streaming only, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel 961. But we got the other man, the other host, Haas Breezy. Haas, how's it going on this? Well, at least rainy over here all weekend. How's it going on this?
Well, it was 53 degrees and rainy yesterday and pouring, and then it's 87 degrees and really nice out today. So that's the DMV weather for you that DP knows really well.
Yeah, it is a thing. Enjoy both the 53 and rainy and the 87. Enjoy them both. Of course, locally, tornadoes have been the story. Flooding has been the story. And it's an opportunity for us to just remind folks that the vehicle that is the Ticket, we are in full support of Nebraska Strong. We want you, if you're able to, if you're listening today, if you're able to, go to your phone, just text Red Cross, one word, Red Cross, to 90999 to give $10 to American Red Cross. Nebraska Strong, it's how we stand with Nebraska and our neighbors in Iowa. Also, on the other side of that, Nebraska Strong United with the athletic department. You can go to all the Big Red stores and make purchases with proceeds going directly to that. So, yeah, you enjoy 87. Enjoy whatever version of rain you have, as long as those big dark tunnels aren't showing up at your crib, knocking stuff down. It's a win. It is a tremendous win, bro.
And with that being said, Haas, I know the Lakers finally got one. You avoided the sweep. We also got the wrestling world. We got the NFL draft. It is a news-filled week. I'll give it to you, the host of the show. Where do you want to start with the Breeze this Sunday?
So you talked about Iowa. Talk about LeBron for a minute. And a lot of people say he's the greatest player of all time. And he is doing some great things. And I did make a list of 25 people that I'd rather have than him on my team. With that said, the way he played in Game 4 was pretty nice. The thing that I want to say, and I don't want to be blasphemous and say this person is going to be the greatest basketball player of all time, because the thing that Michael Jordan did to me, the way he changed the game, the way he made Nike into something, the way he really made Nike into something. He evolved basketball. He changed the game of basketball. Steph Curry changed the game of basketball. There's going to be someone, and just calm down, with how much this person's going to change the game of basketball. She will be the greatest basketball player of all time. How many franchises did LeBron James create? Serious question. How many franchises did he create? Did he create the Charlotte Hornets or the Bobcats? No. Okay. I'm sure Michael Jordan created a couple franchises because people wanted to see him play. How many franchises, when it's all said and done, are going to be created because of Caitlin Clark? Should that be a measure of how great you are? Because people all want to come watch you? What do you think about that, wise man?
It's a fair argument. It's hard
to...
Go ahead, young man. Go ahead. You go first. It's fine.
Yeah, Harrison, go ahead so that I digest some of this.
That's a tough measuring stick. Just for the sake of when Michael Jordan was coming up, it was that time when the league was growing rapidly, and he was part of it, but it was also previous players of the past that were accumulating to that level of greatness. There's a lot of rivalries before Michael Jordan that were kind of fueling the fire. With Caitlin Clark, this is kind of a new territory where we're seeing the WNBA, not because there weren't great players in the past, but they're really being marketed this time around. So she may be that person who inspires that. But it's hard for me to say that the players in the past couldn't have done it because they just weren't getting that TV time. Now, she is an exciting player. We live in this modern era. I bet that's a tough measuring stick to put on for being the greatest of all time.
So before DP says what he wants to say, because DP's going to name this player. This player is going to be better than her. This player is going to be better than her. I know you are. I just know you're going to.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, which I haven't heard anyone say, is the effect that she is going to have on the game of basketball. There's going to be basketball in this city, in this city, in this city. There's going to be expansion because of it. And because of it, more women are going to play basketball. We don't know how many teams are going to get expanded. And it is the Caitlin Clark effect. For the ticket against the Mystics, there's 4,000 seats. Now they're playing actually in the Capital One Arena. Why? Because people want to. It's a bigger ticket than the Lakers game. It's a bigger ticket than the Lakers game. That's crazy.
Okay. So it's new. I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
Good.
But based on the words of the poet Hoss Tabrizi, greatness is the accumulation of greatnesses in a place, moment. For to exist in the space, to create the space as it will be. I'm old enough to remember Delta being on national TV, winning the women's national title, Immaculata. I'm old enough to remember it, man. I was there. Look, man, I balled with Nancy Lieberman. Stop it. Ann Donovan, Ing Nissen. Don't tell me I'm old enough. Look, I was there in the building with Dawn Staley, Tammy Reese, and the Burge twins when they couldn't get over the hump with Tennessee. But Pat Summitt crowned Dawn Staley as the queen of college basketball and the future of it because of what she did in Philly. This ain't new. It's new to you. The people that are falling in love with Caitlin Clark, this game has been great for a long time. There's a whole mountain of epic basketball players from all over the country. They don't even know the name of the woman who I'll go ahead and wait for text line and for Hoss Breeze to tell me the first woman drafted into the NBA. Go ahead.
NBA?
Go ahead. Tell me.
The WNBA or NBA?
Crickets. Absolute crickets. And this is my point. I get that it's new in this new age of social media engagement and overhyping and the building of a thing because it's new. And then it finally, in some way, makes a statement of you. But before Tiger, look, Arnold's Army was a thing, bro. It was legit. Jack and Arnie going head to head. Look, Tiger did what Tiger did. Before Serena, there was Martina, Billie Jean, and Chrissy Everett, and Yvonne Goolagong-Carly, and I don't know, Althea Gibson. Stop treating everything like it's the thing. It's not the thing. It's just the current thing. I'm cool with Caitlin getting whatever happens and the expansion. Hoss Tabrizi, tell me the best player on Nebraska volleyball that drew 92,000 people to Memorial Stadium. Crickets. Here's the thing. There's greatness. Yes, pro women's volleyball is expanding and growing because of an accumulation of a lot of people who did great things in the dark, who didn't get credit without social media. Doesn't mean that the Hall of Fame players at the University of Nebraska volleyball aren't the best, but they're not the ones they're talking about now. They're not the ones who are playing on CBS Sports. They're not the ones who are on YouTube. They're not the ones who are packing 14,000 people into CHI Health Center. Because it's new doesn't make it the best. Stop doing that. Stop it.
All I know is if she plays the way she plays. Okay, hold on. Will she be first team all WNBA next year?
No.
Okay.
No, those are grown women. How many rookies in the NBA go into the league and become all NBA first team? I'll wait.
Did Derrick Rose do it? That's
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I would be happy if Wemby got it.
No, it's not going to happen. Stop it.
I'm not.
Stop it. These are grown women. Look,
I think it's going to be like the trade.
Diana Taurasi is waiting for her.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you just some names. Tamika Catching. Is Caitlin Clark going to be on the Tamika Catching's level? Hey, be careful about where you put your feet. Cynthia Cooper, who literally was the league launch. Won MVPs, won championships. They had to break them up because they were balling so good. And the lady that played with her, Cheryl Swoops, who was the first when they started putting women in tennis shoes and giving Swoops her own. Maya Moore, you telling me, go tell Gino Auriemma that Caitlin Clark is a better player than Maya Moore. Go ahead, I'll wait. Lisa Leslie, who at 6'5" and elegant and was a model and a queen, if she had come out right now, it wouldn't even be the same discussion. Angel Reese will be quiet. She'd be carrying the bags of Lisa Leslie. Stop telling me this stuff. Lauren Jackson, Sue Bird, you telling me.
Sue Bird, yep.
That
one's good.
What?
No, I agree with Sue Bird.
Candace Parker, who, quite frankly,
I whispered Candace Parker,
who walked into the NBA Summer League with Kevin Durant playing, and they had to call timeout to let her take pictures and sign autographs. Elena Deladonna, who, let me tell you, Austin Breezy.
I used to announce Elena Deladon, so
right.
I know how good she is.
Is Caitlin better than Breanna Stewart? Go ahead, I'll wait. I'll wait. Please help a brother. Help me understand what Tina Thompson, who quite frankly was the force in women's basketball. Look, I understand that it's new now to a bunch of people who spoke less about women's athletics, who spoke less about women in positions of power, who spoke less about women being on TV, who spoke less. Look, I'm at a station where I was told when I got here, do not put women on air. But guess what? I'm true to this. I know what's happening in D.C. with women's pro football. You know how I know? Because boots on the ground, baby. I was in there before it was cool and before it was sexy, was doing it. This new women's sports thing.
For those of you at home that are thinking that DP's hating on Caitlin Clark, all he's trying to say is you need to understand all the history that was there. And yes, for what Caitlin Clark has done in the WNBA and even in college, she hasn't done anywhere near as winning 4 NCAA championships. She hasn't done anywhere near as winning 5 MVPs or 4 WNBA championships or starting the WNBA. So I know all that. All I was trying to say.
I did all that and didn't even mention the GOAT. I didn't even mention the GOAT, bro. Like, this was the thing. Like, stop it.
Reggie Miller's older sister?
Yeah, like, listen, man. I understand that it's new to a bunch of people.
She was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper when I was a kid.
Right. Like, look, she went into the NBA locker rooms. And them dudes went, yep, she belongs here. My bad. My bad. Look, it goes through, I understand it goes through vacuums of change, and she is an agent of change and a wonderful, welcomed, respectful, actually ideal agent of change. It's the same thing that happened with Larry Bird when he shows up on the Sports Illustrated cover in 1978, and people are going, well, who's this white dude?
Mm-hmm. Even though Bill Russell just one of the most dominant run in NBA history.
Right there in Indiana, roll right down the road. They perfect in Indiana. They're perfect. They have a perfect season. And it took the white dude from French Lick, who, I don't know, who gave the no-look pass, talked trash like he was straight from Philly, right? Delivered at 6'9" and played a fluid point guard from 1-5 game in college basketball. And then they said, this is the one. Except there was a dude in East Lansing who was going to change the game too. A 6'9" point guard, legitimate 1 through 5. with the $1 million smile that could say what he needed to say as he said it. And it didn't make Magic less great than he was. They were the accumulation of what was happening then, all the lead up and build up, all of the ABA transition, getting CBS to carry live NBA basketball games, the birth of ESPN, the creation of the internet, and now social media in full. Look, all of it's an accumulation of great things happening, but don't forget that for every point that's happening now, there is a shadow. There is a shadow created by a mountain of great people who put this all in play. And Caitlin said it. Listen, I need to thank folks before y'all give me the crown. And guess what? The thing that happens in every sport when the young gun goes up and faces the masters, you get readjusted. You get reevaluated. And yes, they impact the vacuum, right? Caitlin's going to impact the vacuum. But with that, with all greatnesses, is necessary friction. And it's coming because those strong women who have been lifting weights for the last 10 years, right? Different cardio, different nutrition. Hey, Caitlin, guess what? Some of that stuff you have in your bag, you might as well put that away because we're not having it here. This party's for grown folks, and it's time for you to grow up. And yes, we welcome you into the party. We welcome all the guests that you bring them. But there's an additional friction that's coming, and it will change Caitlin for the better. It'll change women's basketball for the better, but it also changed Caitlin in full because they are waiting for her.
You're not wrong. The ticket sales for the Indiana Fever, they're selling out arenas. Those home teams.
But it's not the only. It's not the only team that's sold out already.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stop it. Stop it. No. Everything you said was right, but stop it.
Oh, why are other cities selling out their season tickets? Why? Caitlin coming once? What is that? What you telling me? Is that
How
what
many
you're
of
telling
those?
Answer the question. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. That's like saying the Wizards are going to sell out LeBron.
The number one team on television.
The Wizards are going to sell out their entire season because LeBron's coming once and we need them tickets.
The Wizards don't sell out.
That's my point.
Yeah, my point is the same thing. The dream, the sky, the sun. Okay, I will give the Aces selling out. They'll sell out.
If there's an exception to the rule, then there's no rule.
They're the champ, man. The champ sells out.
Are they champs because of Caitlin Clark? Are they sold out because of Caitlin Clark? No. The year after Deladonna won the Mystics title, listen, they pushed 82% ticket sales. That's fantastic for DC. The Wizards don't do 82%.
Research.
I get, do the research. I get it. I understand. But all of women's sports, women's softball, pro softball, trending at levels that it has not trended. And again, I called the Supernovas match Friday night, an 8:30 first serve with CBS Sports in the building to carry it and cover it. And on a day when Nebraska had gone through, Omaha had got the airport shut down because of the tornadoes, they still drew the 8th biggest crowd in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Look, man, I understand that it's talk. Oh, listen, we gonna give credit to Cody Rhodes for packing a house now when he's still not The Rock, still not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But hold on. What are the arena sizes of the WNBA arenas? Most of them.
Most of them are in the same NBA rooms that the NBA teams. So that's going to be the plan going forward. Is that WNBA will play in those arenas?
But before they were playing in smaller arenas. So being sold out with 4,000 fans is not that big of a deal compared to being sold out with 20,000 fans.
Well,
Correct.
no, depending on the room. Remember the rooms, the teams don't, the players don't dictate, and the fans often don't dictate how much. Whether hey, we're just going to sell a lower bowl. Then you're getting into the business aspect, and I'm glad you brought it up. That if you do not put money into marketing and you don't put money into branding and you don't put money into broadcast and media, then you don't get the fan base. That's the whole thing behind women's athletics, is that people are like, well, they don't generate any money. Why should we put money behind it? No, they don't generate revenue because you haven't put any money behind it.
Right.
That's literally like if you put the same marketing money behind the Mystics that you do the Wizards, the Mystics would draw because, one, the parity in the league and the talent in the league is so explosive. Listen, first-round draft picks can't even make the rosters of WNBA teams. That's not true in the NBA. Like women's the Pro Tennis Federation, as they travel around, again, the more money put in, more revenue they made. Softball, the AAU down in Texas, when you go down there and go to those matches, the more money put in, you tell simply that. Go to Omaha and watch the Supernovas and tell me that the money that the Supernovas put into their product doesn't show up in the 12,000 that shows up in that room. If you broadcast it, you provide content, you make the personality connection to the people who are buying tickets, the more you know. And again, we've got shows on this station where there are programs that we were told were non-revenue sports, except when we put those young people on air, sponsors show up. Because they get to know them. They get to know them. If you do a thing in the dark, then you get dark results. Turn the lights on, amplify the thing, and people will show up. Build it, and they will come.
I'm right there with you. That's the reason why UFC took over boxing.
All these women were there before. All these women were there before. All these people that have done so much have been there before. And there's still 12 WNBA franchises. And they still play in small arenas. They still play in small arenas. No, I'm not missing the message. I fully respect all those women. My birthday gift in 2 days is a matching WNBA shirt with Mia. I wear WNBA shirts all the time when I'm coaching my girls AAU team. I don't coach girls differently than boys because, first of all, girls are tougher. Second of all, I'm sorry if other people treat girls different. I know DP doesn't. I'm just saying, coaching wise, it's a shame that people talk to girls differently than boys. It's a shame. Like, they are athletes. Treat them right. Talking to them differently is disrespectful. So you and I have a very common mindset on women's athletics. All I'm trying to say is we measured championships as what made you a GOAT. So Tom Brady became a GOAT with 7 championships. Fine. Whether they're asterisks or not, fine. In the NBA, it's either Michael Jordan or LeBron is what most people say. Fine. What I'm trying to say is if you're the one who changed all of women's sports, so if you're like Charlotte Flair and Becky and all them, and I would start with those two and Sasha Banks and Bayley, you changed women's wrestling. All those women's wrestlers were there before them. They were there before them. So we're not saying they're not as good, but you are the ones that made it marketable, and you're the ones that allowed the main event of women's wrestling. So if you're the one that causes 12 teams to go to 16 or 18, and you're not even, there's going to be 6 other people that they should market in the WNBA, but because of you, you started it, and now everyone else wants to hear the other stories. Then if you start to win championships, if you start to make the arenas go from 4,000 to 20,000, you changed the sport. Then you changed women's sports. That's all.
Ronda Rousey walked into a room long before Dana White decided to put her in the UFC. Dana White, there were people in positions of power who simply said they lacked vision, they lacked anything that was productive or positive about women's sports.
Well, Dana White flipped his role, thank goodness, because he wasn't going to allow women at all.
Women will never be in the UFC. Vince McMahon said women will never headline in the WWE. He said that. Then, and it took, you know what it took? If you're going to give Charlotte Flair credit, give Stephanie McMahon credit first. Give Linda McMahon credit first. Right?
Cool.
Give
Good.
the fabulous Moolah credit for building wrestlers. Give Eve credit for training wrestlers and adapting. Give Natalia credit for actually training these women to put on a show that's worthy of being there. But also remember that that talent was there before. There were roadblocks that were unnecessary and didn't need to be there. Look, Caitlin Clark is reaping the benefit of a lot of people who did the same thing she's doing. Period.
If a tree falls in a forest and no one heard it, did it really fall?
Yes, it did. It really did. It really did. Like that's the silliest thing. Like, oh yeah, it really did.
All right, hold on. Time out. Ronda Rousey. So, Coach, what about this? So, third grade AAU, there's no fouls called, and it's a really physical game. So people throw a lot of elbows all the time, and I've taught my girls to defend themselves and protect themselves. And refs still won't call fouls when you throw flagrant elbows with the basketball not even there. So I'm thinking about teaching, if someone throws an elbow at you, to catch it like Ronda Rousey and throw them over your shoulder like Ronda Rousey. What is wrong with that? Please advise me.
I'm not going.
I'm being serious too.
You understand that playing the game, to me, that isn't part of any objective or goal within the game of basketball.
Right. Agreed.
You're not stopping somebody from scoring. You're not trying to score. Pretty simple. We can get complicated and get into the nuts and bolts of it, but the reality is throwing an elbow is not a natural thing in basketball. It's not a natural thing. It's not a preferred thing. It's not a positive thing. So why would I teach it? Why are we going to teach it?
I'm asking, how do you teach to defend it?
Defend in space. You defend as you defend. You defend the basket in space the same way you do anywhere on the floor. Are we talking, are we at 90 feet? Are we at 60 feet? We at 30 feet? We in the soft corner? We in the post? What are we talking about? Because each thing is a different thing if you how are you going to defend it, but the base premise is keep them from putting the ball in the basket. And if catching an elbow is somehow a new thing that will help people from scoring, stop people from scoring a basket, then teach it. Teach it. But if somebody's swinging an elbow, which happens naturally in basketball as a rebounder, clear. We teach clear. We teach triple threat. We teach drive the elbow on a sweep through defender for somebody that's digging, right? For somebody that's reaching rather than digging. If they reach, we swing the elbow through, get the foul. There's a method for it. We understand because that foul will put them in the free throw line. Okay, fine. But once you get into the dark corners of coaching basketball, you've gotten away from the core and the focus and primary focus of basketball. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like especially with 8 years, especially with young players. If you're talking in the NBA, you're going to have different conversations because that's a different responsibility level of a player violently outside of their torso swinging their elbow through. We know that the elbow can't go first. It has to be a torso move. There are specifics to this. So tell me what you're trying to accomplish, and I'll tell you how to step forward next.
And so what I'm saying is, if you are defending against someone who is driving, and all they do while driving is trying to smack you and elbow you in the face, and refs will not call it because AAU basketball calls 0 fouls. What do you teach as a defender to that?
Where's your body? Where's your head?
Shoulder.
Where's your head?
Near their arm.
Right? Head to core or head to ball? What are you teaching?
Don't put your head towards the ball. You're going to get elbowed in the face.
But if I want to stop, if my first priority is stopping this offensive player, one, I can go hand opposite ball and head to ball, which means that he's got to get by two things in order to be aggressive. I can give him one thing, but one thing clears more easily than two. The third thing, head to ball, hands to chest to chest, and then I'm going to dig so that you can't put the ball on the floor opposite of what you're going to do. And then finally, the footwork, because footwork corrects all things. It gives balance and it makes the statement. With proper footwork, I can beat the elbow swing, right? Because if you swing the elbow, if my footwork takes away your ability to put the ball, my hand, my dig, my core takes away you crossing over. So then I'm only defending half the floor if I've done my job, no matter what. And if you're swinging an elbow away from the play, you're not really hurting me. Only if you decide to go against my defending at my core and you swing through, look, my footwork is going to put my chest on yours and you're going to get charged for a charge anyway.
They don't call charges at you.
Well, but here's the thing. If I'm not going to AAU basketball, AAU result is not the priority. There's never been an AAU game in my mind where the result was bigger than the process. Right? Because those kids aren't getting paid for AAU. They're trying to go to college and go to the NBA. So it's my responsibility as a coach to teach them things that work in that space, not in the space you're in. High school basketball, AAU basketball, it's not there for, look, I'm not there to teach winning. Winning is a byproduct of all the things that we coach that are good for basketball. And if I teach you enough good basketball things, the result, whether high school, AAU, college, or otherwise, remains the same. I have to teach you how to play and rather than allowing you to play. And then I have to coach you rather than allow you. Like that's what we're in it for. We know good coaches. We also know bad AAU coaches. Bad AAU business doesn't affect how I coach basketball. The business of AAU, which is why I didn't mess with AAU, because I would take my 10 well-to-do white kids with 4.0 GPAs and take them in there so that they get repetition in playing high-level basketball. We're not there to win AAU titles. I'm there to give them rules of engagement for the game of basketball and life. And when friction comes, because bad people show up, elbow swingers show up. So I'm not going to dance at their level. We're here to play basketball. What are you here to do? You here to swing elbows? Okay, then my young dudes, we're going to teach basketball. Slide to it, step to it, chest to chest, core to core, dig, don't reach, keep your eyes and your head in the right play and play your game. And if it doesn't go your way, buck up, go make the next play. That's basketball. I'm not getting caught up in what did some official. I don't know that official. I don't know his training. I don't know his background. I don't know how his wife and girlfriend treated him that day. I don't know what his bank account looked like. Like that dude might be trying to make $50 to pay his phone bill. I don't know. We don't know when you walk in the AAU gym. I don't know if he the uncle of the point guard on the other team. I don't know if he the daddy. I don't know if he was paid by somebody to get this team 2 more extra games in the AAU tournament. Right? I'm not hanging out in the parking lot of AAU tournaments to find out who exchanging envelopes, or who got a bag, or who got an extra pair of new Air Jordan Nikes the morning before they call an AAU game. I don't know them people. I know me and I know my people. That's who I'm there for. I don't get caught up in that other stuff. That's somebody else's business, man. I'm there to coach football, baseball, basketball, and life. That's like all the other stuff. The moment you can distract me with that other nonsense, then I'm a traitor to my mission.
On that note, after the commercial break, we're gonna have more sermons from Reverend DP.
It's Sunday, bro.
We'll throw the break here. The Breeze. We got Haas, DP, both here with us today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Treads Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Treads Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Treads Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hey, Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. If you've experienced a sports injury, joint or back pain, trust your care to Nebraska Orthopedic Center, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Koppel. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into The Breeze. We got Harrison Arns, Haas DeBreezy, and we got the sermon, the preacher DP in studio here with us as well to my left. If you guys ever want to join in, we got Royals on the airwaves. But again, streaming Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo, Channel 961. Always a great way to put a face to the voice, and you guys can engage through there as well. But Haas, I will go ahead and throw it back over to you. We got about 10 minutes left here on this segment. So, Haas DeBreezy, I'll throw it to you.
So much that has happened in sports late April. What's the first thing on your guys' mind? What do you want to talk about?
What do you guys want to talk about?
You know where I always want to go, so I'll defer.
Let me just do this thing again, because I have to be consistent in saying that, in being in the space, and I was in the Texas floods, right? Where you watch the damage that Mother Nature can do and what it does to people, and then we forget and don't realize that there are people today, as it pours and it floods, that there are people today with no roof on their house. There are people today that lost pets. There are dogs that got caught in, and farm animals got caught in this weather. There are people that had to go to a shelter at an airport. Imagine an entire airport full of passengers had to go into the shelter to protect themselves, and it damaged planes and gates, and it was tough to be in, because you saw it, and you found people that were affected. And again, shout out to Jess Shapen-Landsman and her family from the Supernovas, because her mother's house was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine playing a meaningful volleyball game and then having that priority shifted because your teammate's mom's house down the road got shattered by a tornado, and she can't play. She can't play in the game. She's got other stuff to deal with. And look, Nebraska Strong is not just a hashtag. It's a movement. It's a thing that it's a core, part of the core of the people who are here and how they rally. And when things go wrong in Nebraska, they rally and they stand together. So what we're asking folks who are listening, anybody that can do this and would do this, just to help people affected by disasters, big and small, text one word, Red Cross, to 90999. Give $10 to American Red Cross. Again, Nebraska Strong. We stand with our friends and family in Nebraska and our neighbors in Iowa. It's really a thing. And if you have the ability to do so, just do that. And then just hashtag Nebraska Strong on the text line. Let me know you did it. Let me know you were out there. You thought you had it. Not everybody has it, right? If you don't have it, no pressure. If you have it, if you have $10, if you have it, text Red Cross to 90999, and you're going to help people in full who went through a thing that none of us want to have to go through. And remember, if your house was taken from you today, you've got to replace that house and everything in it.
Mm-hmm. And the pouring rain today.
And your whole routine is done. No clothes, no food, no place to stay. And anywhere you would go is going to cost you.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's going to cost somebody else to do. And by the time insurance gets to it and Red Cross gets to it, time has passed. And it's a flood watch here.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderstorms all over the state.
3 days in a row.
Right? And if you look at the weather forecast, it's all week.
Yeah.
It's all week. And so, listen, I don't care when you hear this. I don't care when you see this. I'm just going to ask, you know what? I'm going to bypass that coffee that I was going to have this week, and that $10 goes to Red Cross, and maybe we can make a thing better. I'm going to bypass this extra item on my grocery list. I'm not going to get shoes that I was going to give. I made the choice. In full disclosure, I made the choice. I had some Air Jordans I was going to get. That money went to Red Cross. I don't need the shoes. I wanted the shoes. There's a difference.
And it went absolutely to the right cause. Because I do want to say, we had Nicole Essink on for Fitness Fanatics, and she talked about it. She went through a very similar situation with her family, and it was the Red Cross that showed up. She talked about it. They helped give them clothes, a place to stay just for the night, or even a couple nights if they needed it, food, medical needs. Like, they did take care of it. So that money you give to the Red Cross, they absolutely do make sure it gets to the right places. And we had Nicole Essink kind of testimony to that. And Haas DeBreezy, shout out. Looks like you already went ahead there and got it taken care of.
It's really easy. You just do 90999 and type in Red Cross, and then I can't read, so I clicked on the link. All it asked was my zip code, and then I put in my zip code, and then it charged $10 to my Verizon wireless bill. I didn't have to type in my credit card or anything.
Pastor Breezy, greatly appreciate you, brother. But that is why we roll together. That's why we hang in that space. But what I'd like to talk about was the WWE draft. I want to talk about the draft. I want to talk about the fact that they changed the rules of the draft and didn't give us a heads up. Dirty, stinking cheaters. They cheated on us by changing the rules, because every year in the draft, you have to draft one by one. Everybody's in the pool, and you just draft, and everybody's available. And each show, like, they didn't even have a match to say, hey, the winner of this match gets to draft first. Missed opportunity. Triple H, Hunter Hearst, Helmsley. I'm just going to say it. Miss Paula Vec, missed opportunity. Okay, fine. But then to say that the champions, if you hold a belt, you are automatically tied to a faction. Listen, that's part of the beauty. That's part of the beauty of this glorious thing is draft month in the WWE, because you could have made it really special. Because you could have said, hey, when Roman Reigns comes back, he's coming to Monday night. Ha! Get that. Get some.
Roman Reigns wasn't drafted?
Right. Like, wait a minute. Hey, hold on a second. And then you've been telling me for the longest time that the bloodline was everything. Bloodline was everything. Except
they weren't drafted.
They weren't even drafted in the first round. They're not so important. Oh boy.
Second round.
Third
round.
Third round. Hey,
Fourth round.
You're a fourth round pick.
They weren't even drafted.
That's like the Heisman Trophy winner going in the fourth round. We've seen that before, and we understand how humbling that is.
Bloodline are going to be Mr. Irrelevant?
But you can't then say that the bloodline is a unit. No. If one thing you could draft, you could have put Solo out there on an island and built them up. Nope. Let's just pile it all together with Paul E. Heyman. Hey, man, you could have done some really cool things with this. Put Paul out onto an island and make some wrestlers go to him. How about that? Create a whole new faction with Paul E. Heyman and a new voice. Nope. Let's not do that. Hey, we've got tag teams. Hey, what a really cool thing. How about we take a tag team and break it up? Nope. Let's just...
How many copies you on this today, DP?
None. 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 That's it's full.
My
It
bad.
just
My bad.
happened.
The bloodline did get drafted in round 3. My bad. It's just
Hoss,
so late.
Hoss, come on,
After
man.
Ricochet. After Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's the young lady from NXT that went before? Who was the lady? I didn't even know who she was. They announced her, and I was like, huh? Hoss, who was the lady from NXT that they drafted?
I gotta look it up.
Maybe even
Carmelo Hayes
before-
going second was like, whoa.
And then you bury him immediately by having Cody Rhodes beat him. It was spectacular. It was like, hey, they were like, oops, it's draft night. Anybody got a but who's in
Bianca
the building?
Belair, then Jey Uso, then Carmelo Hayes, and then Seth Rollins. So you're telling me Seth Rollins is behind all 3 of those? I'm cool with Bianca Belair being
No,
first.
but there was a woman from NXT who was drafted maybe right after the bloodline.
So Randy
And-
Orton, Braun Breaker, Nia Jax, Liv Morgan.
Keep going. Keep
LA,
going. There's
Ricochet, Solo, and Tamatonga, and Paulie Heyman.
Uh-huh.
Sheamus.
Uh-huh.
In-N-Out Burger plug right there.
Love it.
And AJ Styles, Chad Gable, Otis, Akira
Uh-huh.
Tozawa, Maxine Dupree, Andrade, Kiana James.
Maxine Dupree. Who is Maxine Dupree?
She's from Chad Gable's faction.
Okay. And then keep going. There's another one.
Kiana James. Kiana
Yes!
James.
Yes. I was like, wait a minute.
All right, Haas, we got to get out of here. Give me your closing thoughts on the draft, and we'll go ahead and wrap up the breeze.
But Drew McIntyre doesn't get drafted. He's on fire right now. CM Punk doesn't get drafted.
So
Seriously?
good.
Seriously?
So good,
Drew
man.
McIntyre and Sheamus in the ring. That was awesome. That was awesome.
So good.
So there you have it. Chaos in the draft world in terms of pro wrestling. But don't go anywhere, at least for the streams, because we got the Nico Project up next. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. As we got the Royals on the airwaves, we'll wrap it up here and talk to you guys in a little bit.
I know the Lakers are going to lose, but my daughter called them the Chicken Nuggets.